Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? Yo, bruh, I'm not about to sit up here and get teary-eyed, though. I'm not playing, seriously, for real. Y'all are way too much, man. Just had a baby. I'm all emotional. Y'all already know y'all ain't right for that. Y'all know y'all ain't right for that, man. Yo, for real, though, man. Yo, Mike, appreciate it, big homie, man. For real. I ain't even introduced the stream, man. I'm all y'all got me all messed up. But y'all already know, man, Thursday night. It's the Ike's Tech Talk weekly live stream. I almost said podcast. I'm all messed up right now, man. Y'all already know, man. Thursday night with Mike and Ike, man. Y'all are. Thank you, for real. It's crazy, man. Yo, Jason, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you, Mike. I'm listening. I'm like, hold up. Too much of this is sounding familiar. Like I said, I had nothing prepared. I had no idea, man. He truly caught me off guard, like for real. Like I wasn't even expecting it, man. I literally had the baby he was knocked out, and Mike said it, man. I screamed. Baby wakes up like, what's wrong with you? Like, oh man. Yo, y'all are too much, man. Y'all for real. Y'all crazy, man. Way too much love, man. I know y'all say, I deserve it, whatever. Like I said, I'm not even looking at it from that perspective, man. I'm just thankful, man, to have a platform to be able to kick it with you guys, man, every Thursday, interact with you all on all the videos, with the comments, man. Like I said, a big portion of why I even decided to hit that upload button, man, was a lot of y'all creators that's in this chat now. Like I've been watching a ton of y'all content, man, since before I ever decided to hit the upload button. And like I said, so for me, it was all about one, just having a voice and being able to kind of tell my perspective and my side, kind of tech and things of that nature. And I mean, just to also, like I said, engage with the community, because a lot of us, and it's not just me, because I've talked to other creators that are in the same boat, but a lot of us, like our kind of YouTube community, like this whole tech community is all we have to talk about tech as far as like an outlet, like I don't have anyone in I'll say IRL or real life or whatever that I can call up and talk to about, the newest iPhone or the Pixel 6 Pro, price leak and stuff. I don't have anybody like that. So man, like I said, this is just y'all crazy, man. Yo, we got to get in a roll call before I start ranting. But seriously, yo, Jason, man, thank you. Mike, that was a hell of an introduction, man. Like I said, y'all saying it's an honor. It's an honor to be able to make this content for y'all, man. Because like I said, I would have never even thought 100 people would have wanted to watch my stuff, let alone where we currently are, almost 700. So like I said, it's definitely a blessing, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all to the fullest. So thank you. But let's go ahead and get in the roll call, man. See how everybody's doing this weekend. It's been a pretty busy week for your boy. Brand new piece of content every day this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today live stream, tomorrow video is planned. So definitely check out. It's been a whole week of content, man. Got some Z Fold 3 coverage because not everybody's buying a new iPhone. Do got some iPhone coverage sprinkled in there as well, but did get some Z Fold 3 coverage out as well. But yo, thanks so much, Gigi. Appreciate it so much, man. Yo, Gigi, one of them too, brought me up on her live stream, man, and didn't even really, like I said, know me like that. Just wanted to give me an opportunity. So definitely appreciate it. Yo, Gwendolyn, what's going on? I hope everything is good with you. Hey, Barry, I appreciate you as well, my dude. Seriously. Yo, my better half right there on Thursday nights, man. What's going on, Mike? Yo, LaShawn, that's my brother right there too, man. What's going on with you, dude? Hey, Kenny's in the building as well. What's going on? Oh, man, y'all got me all messed up right now. Yo, Shay, hope everything is good with you. Hope everything is good. Hey, Drew, look, hey, this is another creator. He going to win it one of these months too. I guarantee it. He's going to win it one of these months, without a doubt. I'm calling it right now. Shout out to the homie Drew, man. Congrats again, Ike. So incredibly well deserved. The content is fire. You're an awesome dude on that rocket to the moon. Hey, I hope so, man. I hope so. Yeah, but appreciate y'all again, man. Words can't express how thankful I am right now, man. Seriously. Yo, Barry, what up, creator of the month? Yeah, y'all already know. Oh, man. Yo, Jason, again, thanks, man. Thank you. Congratulations, very well deserved honor. Thank you for your work. Hey, thank you guys for recognizing it, man. Seriously. Hey, Juan's in the building, man. What's going on? I hope everything is good with you. Hey, Vivo X70 Pro Plus. We gotta have a conversation, man, because I want one. I want one. I gotta figure out if is it already out globally, blah blah blah, globally, where I can like import one in, or is it like still kind of up in the smoke on when it's like coming out? I'm just curious. I know Juan, if y'all haven't seen it, man, check it out. That Vivo X70 Pro Plus, I think is the whole kind of acronym. You know, we got these long names for phones now, but talking about camera, and pretty much every video I've seen of that phone that dropped today, man, fire camera. Like absolutely, I'm talking, in my opinion, man, in some instances, in some areas, I'm seeing like pixel level photos. Seriously. It looks to be on that level, man. So I would love to get my hands on one of those. Seriously. Hey, Mark, man, what's going on? I hope everything is good with you, man. Hey, for real, just one last shout out for Barry, man, because he was the creator of the month last month. Shout out to you, man. I can't even talk. Barry is definitely a pillar in the community for sure, man. Seriously. Hey, Tech Lover Mama's in the building. What's going on? Hope everything is good with you. Hope everything is good. All right, we got ourselves together. We good. This is what I love about this community. It just keeps expanding and getting better. Gotta say, we have some amazing creators, but also those who have expanded that's how I look at it too, man. Like it's crazy. Like as a year ago, I would have never thought that I would have, talked to half of the people, that I can say, I can shoot them a DM and ask them a question, or I can reach out to them just to talk about the latest leaks for the Pixel. You know what I mean? So definitely some dope creators, man. And some I'm even proud to call friends. So like I said, definitely dope for real. Hey, thanks so much. Tech Love Mom, appreciate it. Hey, Days One, thank you. I appreciate it immensely. Appreciate it. Hey, Will, man, what's going on with you, dog? Hey, appreciate the congrats, though. Appreciate it. Gigi said, at least you didn't miss your announcement. Yo, for real, that would have been awkward, right? That would have been awkward. But most of the time, man, what I do is literally have on like a pair of headphones or something, and I'm doing something in the other room and I'm just listening in. So I normally don't miss it, or any live streams for that matter. I may not always comment or chat or whatever, but most of the time I'll be listening. Yo, that would have been funny. It would have been funny. One said, don't downplay this or all I hear because you're killing it. Hey, appreciate it, man. That definitely, man. Like I said, appreciate it. Shaw said, a grown man screaming. It was a very grown man masculine scream though. Like, okay, I'm not gonna do that again. My bad, y'all. Well, my bad. Oh man, that's crazy. Yo, Ace, what's going on, man? Hope everything is good with you. Hey, Stacy's in the building. What's up? Hope everything's good with you, man. Lewis, what's up, man? Hey, I heard that they was converting you over to that Pixel, man. You supposed to be selling the 10R for what, $350? Only an extra 100, man. Get on it. Yo, and thanks for the congrats too, bro. Appreciate it. Yo, Clifton, I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much. Ace, I'm not messing with you. What's an iPhone? I'm not messing with you. Hey, Renz, man, what's going on, dude? I appreciate it. Oh man, Grant, the camera comparison guru is in the building, bro. Hey, I guess so. An award-winning channel, man. Yo, T-Dot, what's going on? I hope everything is good with you as well, yo. Seriously. Hey, Barry said it right there. That Vivo looking fire, man. Seriously. Oh, Grant was talking about it here too. Probably impossible to get the Vivo global model. For real? See, that's the thing I hate, man. It's like either it gets so hard to get them to import, or when you import them, you get like no kind of warranty. So if something happens, you kind of SOL. It's always tough. But that Vivo one, man, that was one I was definitely ready to take the plunge on. For real. Because like normally when it comes to like some of the some of the blah blah blah, the foreign phones that you have to import, kind of always seems like either the software is kind of sketchy or something like that is weird. But I could say like the ones that I've tried, or one that I've tried, The Xiaomi Mi 11 has been absolute top notch. I wanted to get my hands on the Mi 11 Ultra, but a lot of people were saying if you have the Mi 11 and you don't care about the cameras on the Ultra, stick with the normal 11. So I'm rocking with that. But the Mi 12, I will be on that like white on rice. But that Vivo, man, I was really interested in that. Really, really interested in that. Yo, Renz, for real, the all new Pro Max Ultra Plus phone. You already know. Hey, no problem at all, Mike, dude. Take it easy, my guy. Take it easy. Hope everything is good. Everything with the baby. So I know that you guys are coming up shortly, my dude. So, and y'all gotta ask too. I don't know if y'all talked about it in Mike's stream. I thought I heard him mention something about it. But has anybody seen the new Venom movie yet? I don't want no spoilers. Don't spoil it. But just, is it good though? Is it good? That's the only thing I'm asking. I did enjoy the first one, so real interested in the second one for sure. I gotta wait a week because we got all the kids this weekend, so we're gonna go out, take the kids out, do some things like that. But you already know. Barry said, "Yep, he's selling that 10R, joining Team Pixel, and another one." You already know. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you. Hey, Philip Blind Tech is in the building. What's going on? Yo, have you gotten your OLED Switch yet? Because I know that they supposedly come out, what, is it tomorrow or are they already out? I think some people were already getting them or something like that, but definitely for sure. Hey, Me Mafia, you already know, dog. You already know. Barry said, Grant said, stick with the regular. Okay, dope. So I'm already good then. Already good. Barry is paid off. No more payments. Blame it on Sony. I'm not messing with that one, Lewis. You already know. Oh, okay. So you did see Venom. Nice. Yo, was it good though? You said that you saw it, but is it good? Is a question. Mid-credit scene, just letting you. Okay, I'm gonna have to stick around there for sure. For sure. I heard everybody said it's like crazy, man. So I'm gonna have to check that joint out for sure. Hey, Gigi, Mifo too. I thought that they were going to talk about it when they dropped the Mi 11T, because I remember we were talking about it on your stream. I was ready. I was telling you, I was ready. I was ready to see what it was about, man, for sure. Still got the Fold 3, man, in the building and still getting some use, but I was like, yo, you already know. OLED Switch is next Friday. Okay, dope. Yo, Mark, you said you're getting what for sure? The OLED Switch? OLED Switch sounds nice. Yeah, I mean, from like a performance standpoint, I think it's about the same, but I think that they updated like the screen and like the kickstand got updated too. The dock, I think, got updated as well. So some pretty solid updates. I was thinking about grabbing one myself because my kids pretty much because we have 2 switches and the kids took both over. So we got no switches between me and the missus. Had to cough there for a second, y'all. Oh, she said everybody should see it. Okay, dope. Done. Say less. Huawei got a full. I saw that you had tweeted about it, GG. It's gonna be like the Mate X. Is it gonna be like that one, or are they going back to the outer folding screen thing that they had before? Just quoting. Yeah, super bad. I'm getting that for sure. Yeah, super bad's that movie, yo, for real. Oh man. It's the same. I bought 3. You talking about the Switch? You bought 3 OLED Switches? Why? I mean, well, maybe you need 3. I don't know, Chris. Like, you bought them? I thought that if you bought them, like, you knew. But like specification wise, I don't think that they changed anything. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they did. Mate. So I'm gonna say Mate 5 or maybe Mate V. No, Mate V, because the first one is the Mate X. So Mate V. Okay, no clue. Oh man, even Folderella don't know. Oh man, this is gonna be big, y'all. This is gonna be big for sure. But yo, so like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get into it, man. Y'all already know. Got the normal tech stuff that we got to get out the way. New iPhones is in the building, man. For those that got new iPhones, how are y'all enjoying them? I want to know. Yo, I know Barry, you picked up one for the missus, man. How is she enjoying it? I gotta know. You already know I had the 13 Pro. I already dropped that. You know, the first 2 videos on it, camera comparison with the 12 Pro Max, which I thought it has some pretty solid updates between the 12 Pro Max. It seems a little bit more substantial than what I initially gave it credit for. The update as a whole, I definitely feel like, me personally, I didn't give it enough credit. They did upgrade some fairly important things. Battery life, I'm gonna say I'm gonna wait on that to really pass judgment on it until we see what's coming in regards to the whole promotion kind of debacle or gate, because every iPhone has some type of gate, bin gate, portrait mode gate. I forget what. Oh, the antenna gate from the iPhone 4. Like all of them pretty much has some type of gate. This year seems to be promotion. So promotion will probably be, like I said, the gate or whatever. We're waiting for them to fix it. But if I'm going off of just what I'm experiencing now, man, 13 Pro is an absolute beast. When it comes to, I was looking at what Drew was saying there. But when it comes to just battery life so far, but exclusive special announcements. But yo, I did have to go ahead and pick up a Max. So as you can see, you can kind of see the reflection there. But yeah, I did go ahead and pick up the Max in that Sierra blue colorway. To be honest, man, in my opinion, the Sierra blue kind of looks almost like silver a lot of the time. Not like the iPhone silver color, but just like the color. Is silver a color? Yeah, we're just gonna say silver is a color, but it kind of looks like a silver phone with like a hint of blue a lot of the times. But like right now in the light, it definitely looks more of that kind of pale Sierra blue. But nah, man, pretty much I had to go back to it only because of the fact that I needed the bigger screen. And I know people say need versus wants and stuff like that. I'm going to say I wanted that bigger screen. I like the Pro a lot. It definitely feels super comfortable to hold and use in one hand kind of thing. But I would say my hand size is about average, maybe a little bit bigger than average. And for a lot of the stuff that I was doing on the Pro, the 13 Pro, I still had to do hand gymnastics anyway. So I was like, if I'm already doing hand gymnastics and stuff like that anyway, I might as well just go back to the bigger screen and get the better battery life. So like I said, as far as how it's really going to be, we'll definitely see, when Apple decides to update and give developers access to the whole API or whatever it is for promotion. But quick side note though, I wonder why they didn't just do 120 hertz and kind of just do it system wide. I wonder what the difference. I mean, maybe it's just Apple being Apple, but I can say like when the OnePlus 7 Pro came out with the 90 hertz, it didn't seem like any applications besides games needed an update. So I'm curious if when everyone is saying like we need an update, like we need Apple just to fix the bug and then we'll feel that 120 hertz. Because in some of their applications, I definitely feel that more smoothness. It doesn't feel, say, faster than like 120 hertz on my Fold or on my S21 Ultra. But in terms of like smooth, I definitely can feel that it feels a ton more smooth, and it does feel a little bit smoother than those other devices. But the screen doesn't feel as fast, scrolling doesn't feel as fast. But that, in my opinion, has always been how iOS was compared to Android. Android has generally felt faster, but not necessarily as fluid or as smooth as iOS, just in my opinion and in my experience. But yeah, man, boy, had to go ahead and grab the 13 Pro Max. I do still have the 13 Pro because I'm waiting to see if Google's gonna drop this Pixel Fold. If they drop a Pixel Fold, I'll maybe dual wield the 13 Pro and the Pixel Fold daily. I'm not sure yet, so I don't want to get rid of the 13 Pro until I know for a fact of what else is out there and what else is coming out. So getting back into these comments, yo. Ace, do the Joy-Con still have that drift issue? They fixed that. I don't know about the OLED model. I would hope that they do something to mitigate that because that is a problem. But I know on one of my Switches, I actually just replaced Joy-Cons because of the Joy-Con drift. So I know it's still happening on like, because they had the original Switch that came out and then they had like an updated model. It wasn't like specs or anything, but like they updated some things internally to kind of mitigate, I think, the Joy-Cons and something with the CPU. And those ones, because I have two of those models, Joy-Con drift is still a thing. Yo, Big John, what's going on, man? Hope everything is good with you, dog. Keep your eyes peeled. 5 more days. Hopefully, we get our invites for the DJ Khaled Apple event. Yeah, man, for the Max, man. I'm definitely definitely excited to see what they do with the M1X or whatever they end up going with as far as the name, but definitely looking forward to it for sure. I don't know if I'll upgrade my M1 MacBook Air just because this thing is running like a straight beast for me, but we'll definitely see what's up. Hey, Chris, you already know. I don't even need to go over it. You already know. Yes, sir. Had to go ahead and grab the big boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, Gigi, I kind of like it too. I thought it was gonna look a little feminine. It's kind of what I thought it was gonna look like, but in my opinion, it actually doesn't look too bad. Only reason I went with this color specifically was because the Apple Store, like, if, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know, but like, if like how now we have all the iPhones on back order, right? If you go on Apple's site at 9, I think it's 9 a.m. your like local time to you, their store inventory refreshes, and sometimes they'll get like a spare model of this. It'll just be random. Like today had a 13 Pro 1 TB in silver just randomly. So you'll kind of go on there and just check for it. Sierra Blue and 256 came up. I went ahead and copped it, had it for pickup 10 a.m. went and got it. So definitely keep a lookout on that. But I definitely do like the color. I do got a all black Kadabe sheath coming that's going to cover up most of that black, but you'll still get like the hint of blue with the black camera ring. So you'll get that little bit of contrast between the black case and then the black and the blue. It'll look pretty dope. So pretty excited for that joint to come in. I tried to get an iPhone the other day. I'm not, yeah, and I don't even blame you on that, BG. Like I like to be able to just go get what I want. But definitely check out the Apple Store refresh for sure. Hey, yeah, Bear. Had to go and get that Max, my dude. Had to. Yo, Mims, I don't even want to talk about it, bro. You already know. Normally, man, I get my haircut every 2 weeks, but with everything with the baby, I had to push it back. So with my barber, he's appointment only. That I'm gonna just brag about him. That's how good he is. He, appointment only, and he always booked up. So it's a good thing and a bad thing, obviously. But yeah, man. So I had to wait an additional 2 weeks to be able to go and get the cut, man. So tomorrow, dog, you already know. 4 p.m. Your dog is getting this rug chopped off his head, bro. You already know. I ain't even with that. Reminds me of the gray blue Oldsmobile. Yo, the Oldsmobile blue. It does kind of remind me of that shade. I didn't even think about that until you said it. Shay, I like the iPhone 13 Pro Max, Sierra Blue. Yeah, that pink, I saw it today in the Apple Store, man. It was fire. It was definitely fire. Yo, my girl was definitely feeling it. She has the 12 Pro Max in, I think it was Space Gray last year. Space Gray or black, whatever they called it last year, but she has that. She was eyeing it, but she asked me straight up, she was like, why don't they make that for the Pro? Because she wants the Pro because of the 3 cameras. She likes having all 3 cameras. And she was like, why don't they make that for the Pro? I said, I'm not Tim Cook, so couldn't answer that. Sorry. I feel you. The Pro is really usable, but I said, yeah. And that's kind of what it was for me. Like, I felt like I was really sacrificing that screen size for comfort. And I mean, I love it. And the screen doesn't feel over. I keep looking that way because it's over there. But like the screen didn't feel like abysmally small or anything, but it just, I was so used to having that big screen. Like when I have the Max iPhone, I literally leave my iPad over here on the desk. Like I don't even take it in the room with me. I literally just run the iPhone unless I need the iPad for something specific. Like I want to do split screen multitasking or something like that because I'm watching a stream and want to scroll Twitter or something, which I gotta talk about that because I got a bone to pick with this joint. I'm working on, obviously still going with the coverage for the 13 Pro, man, but I got to get something off my chest about the Max phones, man. I got to. Yo, Mim slid in like a ninja, bro, a ninja. I know Mims was in there dropping some fire from the lab too, man. Go check that video out on the 13 Pro Max. Mims got that cocaine white, boy. That's the one I really wanted. That silver, that thing is fire, man. Oh my God, I wanted one so bad. That silver was looking clean, man. Yo, appreciate the congratulations though. Hey, Shark Fin, what's going on, my dude? Hope everything is good. Appreciate the congrats as well. Appreciate that. Hey, what up, Ish? What's going on, man? Hope everything is good, bro. And he didn't want Savage. Boy, Savage better not come at me nowhere near with no clippers, dog. You crazy. I only needed to mess up my hair and my facial hair one good time, bro. And I was like, I'm gonna just pay my barber and continue to do what I do. Yo, Slang, man, what's going on, dog? Hope everything is good with you, dog. I said have to ask how's Mason and Mom doing. Yep, Mason and Mom are fantastic, man. Mom's super happy. She can have a drink when we go out to eat now. So she's super happy, man. I'm actually planning date night, just me and her. My mom Duke, she gonna watch the baby for us. So that way we can kind of get some time. My little man, my first little man, my true mini me. Cause Mace, man, I love him, but I'm kind of mad he don't look exactly like me. He kind of favors Mom a little bit more, and I ain't really feeling that too much, but it is what it is. But my clone, him, he's gonna be with his mom's, and then we're gonna let Grandpa babysit baby girl. So we'll get some quality time, some date night, that whole thing, man. Yo, DMM's not playing no games, bro. Hey, on deck with the silver, dog. Only thing I worry about is like the whole stainless steel sides. I was talking to T, man, because you know T with the case videos, taking stuff on and off. He was talking about scratches and stuff like that, and I was like, yo, like does it really scratch like that? And he was like, bro, I'm telling. He was like, if you, he told me, he was like, if you only getting one case and you're only gonna have one case on, then you know it's whatever. Don't worry about it. He was like, but if you're gonna be putting cases on and stuff like that, he was like, nah, bro, you need to get a different color. Because I told him like some of the plans and stuff I was working on behind the scenes, and he was like, no, absolutely 100% get a different color because you're going to see it. So it's like, all right, man, for sure. Yeah, I wish Apple would have made a pink iPhone 13 Pro. Yeah, and I mean, like, I don't understand their thought process. I mean, a lot of people say like they feel as though like a pink joint isn't like a professional color kind of thing. But I mean, like, I guess I see it from that. No, I don't. I think that's stupid. It's like at the end of the day, man, it's just a phone, and they don't have to do like this bubblegum hot pink color, nothing like that. They could have literally just ran the pink from the 13 and put that on a Pro. I think that would have looked super clean with like that matte finish. I think that would have looked really clean, yo. Seriously. Yo, I don't know what it is, man, but it's just something about looking like looking at your kids and them looking exactly like you, man, and you just like I couldn't deny it if I tried. You know what I'm saying? And E was always like that. He was literally a darker version of me because his mom is a little bit darker, and he was like a darker version of me pretty much his entire life. So definitely dope, man. But either way, you know, he's still my little man. I just had him before the stream started. Was just sitting here chilling, introducing him to the setup, and you know, I'm already getting him there. This is an iPhone. This is a fold. Like I'm already messing with it. My girl laughs at me all the time about it, but I gotta start him early. He gotta know. But yo, man, we gotta get into these Pixel rumors, man. I think it's This Is Tech Today is the name of the channel, where he was talking about the prices, man. What do y'all think about them prices though? Because they drop in the normal 6. I think he was saying, and I heard it was euros, and I know that euros doesn't convert exactly into USD. But I'm wondering what y'all thinking about them prices, man. I think the 6 is supposed to come in at, I think he said 700 or 800, something like that. And then the 6 Pro is coming in at like 1050 or 1100, man. So let me know what y'all think in regards to them prices, because I'm just curious, man. Like I always say, like, because I'm already seeing it right now. People talking about, oh, if they price it at here, it's dead on arrival. If they price it there, it's dead on arrival. Like I'm already seeing a ton of stuff like that. At this point, man, I don't even engage anymore. Like I used to not get hyped, but like have that feeling of like wanting to conversate and talk about it and give my perspective. But it's like, man, when you just see certain people and you see how they're talking and what they're saying, you're like, it's not even worth my time, because people are just gonna literally get stupid about it. So I was like, yeah, it is what it is. Hey, I see him in the chat, so I got to go ahead and throw this up for him because I know that he was crazy about that Sierra Blue colorway. It's not the 1 terabyte though. I'm not getting a terabyte on the phone. I just don't need that. But had to show off that Sierra Blue for him, man. Barry said, I love the prices if it converts to USD. Yo, facts. I think in USD he was saying $8.99. Like if it did drop at $8.99, that would be fire. Like I think Google would shut it down at $8.99 for a Pixel 6 Pro. But in my opinion, though, even with pricing it at $10.50, man, like I feel like that's still a super viable option. I mean, it is priced in that like upper echelon of smartphones, but I feel like the 6 Pro is gonna be 100% an upper echelon device. So it's like we can't expect them to give us everything that we're asking for and everything that's rumored and then still come in and try to undercut what Samsung is doing with the S21 Ultra and what Apple's doing with the 13 Pro Max, you know, and just come in and just expect them to undercut them by like $100 or $200. My opinion is just not fair. They already going hard with the marketing. I'm already seeing tons more people that I would have never even thought were talking about Pixels. So it's always good, man. I always love to see not even new companies because Google's not new, but I always love to see kind of like the underdogs really like pull out that W, man. So I'm honestly just hoping that they can pull it off, man. Because I mean, it's definitely the marketing, and it's not because me and Juan talked about it last week, and Juan corrected me, and I was like, you know what, I definitely agree with you. Where he's like, it's not them really generating the hype; they're just marketing the product, and he's 100% right. So, but at the same time, I definitely do feel like as long as they're marketing, we got to hold them accountable the same way we should. I'm not saying we always do, but the same way we should be holding Samsung and Apple, you know, to that degree or whatever. So hopefully, man, they knock it out the park, really stir up some competition, man, especially with them coming out with their own processor, all that stuff, optimization, computational photography is going to be on lock. It's going to be dope, man. It's going to be dope. But I had an interesting conversation on Twitter a couple of days ago, too, where somebody was already complaining like, oh, the what did he say? He was talking about the chip wasn't going to be as powerful as the Snapdragon 888. And I as I was reading it, I was cringing so hard because I'm like, dude, if you think that Google's coming out with their own processor specifically to beat the 888 in just raw performance, you're literally looking at the Pixel 6 Pro completely and utterly wrong. Just don't even bother. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't like to try to gatekeep people or tell people what to do with their money. But if you're looking at it purely from a raw performance and benchmarks perspective, because it ain't like we have the Pixel 6 Pro to see how it is day to day. So right now you can only go off of benchmarks. But it's like if you're looking at it solely from that perspective, man, like you already missed the entire point of Google making their own chip. Like what you looking at it from that perspective, they should have just threw a Snapdragon 888 in there. It's like I had to explain to him, I'm like, look, Tensor is not designed to be this almighty, all powerful chip. It's definitely going to be a powerful chip, but it's not meant to light up the scoreboard. No, like what it's meant to do is what Apple's been doing with their A processor, is specifically tailoring specific parts about the processor to what they do best. In Google's case, that's computational photography and machine learning. Like I'm more so looking at the fact that I want to see things like Google Assistant get even faster. You know what I mean? I think we already have offline dictation with Google Assistant. I want to see transcribe, the whole Google transcribe thing, get even faster. Things like that is kind of what I'm more so looking for when it comes to the Pixel 6 Pro. You know, I want my photos, how all smartphones, when you take that photo and you go to view it, it kind of take that quick second to process. I want to see if it's going to be near instantaneous because Google can tailor make that chip specifically for that computational photography. So I'm kind of more so looking for things like that, you know, and I feel like as long as we go in with that expectation, we're good to go. Just don't go in expecting it to beat the A15 in Geekbench or beat the 888. Because in my opinion, man, Qualcomm need to chill out with the whole trying to keep up with Apple in terms of benchmarks and start working on efficiency, because literally every manufacturer had to do something to kind of mitigate the whole overheating. Now, not every phone that had the A88 experience overheating, but a lot of them did. A lot of them did. So it's like, man, focus on that efficiency. Focus on other stuff. The image signal processor. Focus on stuff like that. You don't have to worry about beating Apple in performance. Android already has a lot of features over iOS as it is. Just work on efficiency. The price is okay, 10, 50, I think I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Slang said need a Pixel 6. After these iPhones in there. What happened with the display? Slang, you talking about the promotion or something else, dude? Yo, James, did you see the Sierra Blue? I'm pretty sure you did because I'm getting kind of far behind with these comments. I think these prices are solid. If it translates correctly, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. The Pixel 6 Pro could be $50. People still, because you're always gonna have people that, and I'm not gonna say that it's specifically about Google, because I see it with all of them. I see people who, no matter what Apple does, the Apple will never get props. They will never get props. I know, but I already know people. But Apple users are always saying Apple does it later and they do it better. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I've literally seen people, and this was the guy's tweet. Right? This was the guy's tweet. And he works at Apple. He has like the little Apple logo, says works at Apple in his bio. The guy literally says, for the iPhone, ProMotion is a game changer. That's literally all he said. Literally. He didn't say it's the best implementation. Or Apple invented it. He just said ProMotion for iPhone is a game changer. All in his comments. Android had it on this. Apple sheeps. Oh, dude. Well, what did the guy say? He was like, Apple users being excited about a feature that's been on Android phones and it's like, bro, all the dude said was that he's enjoying ProMotion on his iPhone. Like, that was it. So, like I said, you get it, and I've seen people do it with the S21 Ultra as well. I've seen people bash every manufacturer at this point. So it's always gonna be a thing with tech in general where I feel like people are always gonna have something to say, no matter if it's Apple, Samsung, or Google. It just is what it is. I am way behind. Let me catch up with y'all. Y'all going crazy tonight. I think it's priced correct for the flagship market. Same. Hey, the Ish said, I will get it. I know. Hey, facts. Ish went and pulled out. Yo, and it's not saying that the Sony's bad. Ish went and copped the Sony. So you already know Ish don't care, bro. Ish do not care. James Apple said 1 terabyte in Sierra Blue. Here's by the end of the year. Hey, do your thing, my guy. I think it's going to cost some. Yeah, and with that, Barry, I'm good with that pricing, dog. I'm good with that pricing, 110%. Because if I'll go and drop, $1,100 or $1,200 on this, bro, I'll go and drop $1,050, $1,100, $1,150, $1,200 on a Pixel. Easy. Like, take my money. I'm good with that. Like, literally, I'm just waiting for Google to give me the keynote so we can learn a little bit more about the camera and the video. Give me a price and tell me when I can order it. Done. Slang said iPhone displays suck. But what's going on, though? Like I want to know, what's going on? Because I haven't had any bad experience with my iPhone's display, man. So you might be noticing something that I'm not noticing. I want to know, man. Hey, a 512, man. Who grabbing that 512 Pixel 6 Pro? Me, I'm going to stick with the peasant, the 128 base model, man. Give me that peasant joint, bro. Seriously. In my mind, I'm shopping for a 13 Pro Max, but even still can't choose a freaking color. Yeah, I think a lot of the colors people were kind of meh about them. I personally like the silver the best. The graphite is dope. I have the Sierra Blue. Sierra Blue is fire as well, man. I even seen in some of T's videos, he has the gold, and the gold looks dope. Like, I kind of like all the colors, to be honest. Now, I like the silver better than all of them, but I think all the colors look pretty straight, yo, for real. Yeah, Mem said it doesn't have to be. Oh, this is the one I want to pull up. Yeah, it doesn't have to be as powerful. And that's where I'm coming from. That's where I'm coming from. Hey, Eric call it Broomhilda. It's not really a Google processor. It's a Samsung Exynos chip that Google. See, but that's the thing, Slang. That is the thing, though. You said it right there. Google is tweaking. It's the same thing with Apple's displays. Samsung's manufacturing the displays, but they're making them to Apple's customizations or standards. And to me, that's what's gonna make all the difference. It's not gonna be a thing about power or nothing like that, but it's gonna be those custom things that they're gonna do that's gonna make the difference. There was a news article published today burying the Pixel 6 for video issues, strictly based on Yo, I was reading that and was so confused. I'm like, how are they talking about Pixel 6 video on the phone ain't even out yet? And then I finished reading and was like, oh, people, bruh, like I said, people always gonna be talking trash, no matter what we do, dog. Or not what we do, no matter what manufacturers do. They all have their good things, they all have their bad things. Just shut up and buy what you want and let people enjoy what they want to buy. Strictly. Seriously. The TPU is where it counts for video and pictures to be A1 quality. Yeah, and they're supposed to be bringing some of that that post-processing magic to video. That's what I'm interested in, man. Because for the photos, we already know that's going to be good. If the Pixel 5 can take just as good and sometimes beat out both my S21 Ultra and my iPhone 13 Pro Max, bro, I'm not worried about the cameras in the Pixel 6 Pro at all. I'm not worried about that. Well, I'm not gonna say cameras. I'm not worried about the photography. The videography is what I'm curious about personally. All these folks front and benchmark schools acting like they need more power. Want to see, and it's like that's what I'm kind of curious about. Because I even asked a couple people too, where they were talking about like processing power and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, what are you doing on your phone? Like, are you playing games? Maybe you're editing video. You know what I mean? Because I mean, in that kind of instance, okay, you might want all the power, right? If you can render faster or export faster, whatever. So I can kind of see that. But they're like, I want it just because I want it. But it's like, okay, but why though? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. All it has to do is beat the 888 in thermals, and I'm good. Facts, Mims. I'm with that. You can have all the horses, but it doesn't mean anything if we have to care. Hey, facts, bruh. Because, oh, Slim, that's what you talking about. The PWM. Okay, the pulse width modulation. Good grief. I think Aaron over at Zolo Tech be talking about that sometimes too. Like the whole, dang, dude, that sucks, Slang. That really sucks, bro. Because I know like it's supposed to be really like not rare, but it's not common for people to be able to like see it or whatever. That sucks, dude. Dang, I didn't even know that you suffered from that. That's whack, bro. Dang, that's crazy. Mem said, James never getting that Sierra Blue. Yo, you stupid, Mems. I ain't messing with you, dog. It's simple for Google. If I don't tweet about it, Google has winner. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I'll just be glad when it's out, bro. Like, even if I don't end up using the Pixel 6 Pro like as my daily phone, like, because I'm not gonna front and make it seem like I'm bashing the 13. Bro, I love the 13 Pro Max. Like, for real, like actually using it day to day. I'm not having those headache issues like Slang, no. But you know what I'm saying? But just using it day to day, man, I am loving it. When I do catch a whiff of promotion and the applications where I actually can notice it, I'm loving it, man. Like, I'm really loving it. The cameras, like I said, have been solid. Now, from what I'm seeing, your mileage may vary because you got some people that's posting some photos, and I'm like, bro, I haven't had any phone take a photo that bad in years. But I do know HDR is literally an algorithm. Algorithms get things wrong. It happens. All I'm saying is cameras for me, man. Y'all could tell from my 13 Pro versus 12 Pro Max comparison. I love the cameras on the 13 Pro Max. I'm loving the screen. Battery so far is super, super dope. I've had this since Tuesday. I've had the Max since Tuesday. I just keeping it under wraps. Surprise y'all for the stream. Y'all know, a little insider coverage. But yeah, man, like I'm really enjoying that iPhone, dude. Like a lot more than I thought. Notch being smaller is dope. It's honestly not something that I noticed though, the same way I didn't care about the bigger one. But like I said, man, overall, I'm really, really feeling it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So we'll see. LaShawn said the peasant one for him. Yeah, facts, facts. Yo, that Pixel stand, LaShawn, what is it supposed to be? 35 watts for the wireless charger? I need that. What Pixel need is brand recognition. I did a study and asked family and friends. No one knew unless I said Google phone. Only one person in my family who has a Pixel 4 XL. That's kind of how it is in my family too. Like I like from like my mom, for example, and I'll never forget it. We went to the movie theaters, and they showed a Google Pixel commercial. I think it was for the Pixel 5, and obviously, you know, they're talking Pixel, 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 and then at the end they show made by Google, and my mom goes, "Google makes a phone," and I was just like, "Dang!" Like, but then when I actually showed her some pictures that I took with the Pixel, she was like, "That's actually pretty clean." To where now when I go over her house, she'd be like, you know, because she likes to take pictures of her dog. She's like, "Hey, did you bring that Pixel phone?" And I'm like, "Mom, I got a ton of other phones too." She's like, no, but the Pixel one I like for the camera. So like I said, I hope that they can get it out there for sure. Google, drop that 2 terabyte option and stick it to Apple. Yo, if they drop a 2 terabyte Pixel, bro, I'm done. I wish Apple wouldn't touch Samsung displays. I don't get headaches from Samsung OLED. I wonder what it is though. Like I wonder what it is in regards to like, do they just not tune them to where it like refreshes the screen fast enough to where you don't see it? Because I know some people was telling me that they used to get it from Samsung displays in the past, but not on anything current. So I don't know. Apple's crazy for that though, because usually they look for little details like that anyway. Like the whole accessibility stuff. So that's kind of weird. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Hey, there it is. In the words of Philip J. Fry, shut up and take my money. So buy what you want. There you go. There you go. Yes, picture processing to video, I heard, and to have a dedicated CPU just for handling that. Oof, that sounds good right there. You don't need all the CPU power in the world. CPU takes that process. So CPU, yep. Because that's what's gonna be good, bro. Because if that CPU is doing its thing in terms of the photos and videos, then that means that the CPU, just like you said, isn't stressing out. So you shouldn't theoretically be worried about any type of overheating or anything like that. Because that CPU isn't gonna be getting hot. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. Oh wow, 1 in 10 people have it. That is kind of high. Dang. I have the same issue, but the 11 Pro Max has never bothered me. The 10 killed me. So I wonder if it's like they just tune it differently year over year, or maybe like some people have it to a higher degree than others. I'm super blessed, man, to not have that, because yo, that's insane. I completely forgot about that. I always say he'll be returning his 13 Pro Max. Yeah, with that kind of stuff, man, 100% unusable. Like it would be crazy for you to try to force yourself to use that. Like no, like no technology is worth that when you have to like health wise handicap yourself to use it. Like screw that. If Apple can't get it together with it, then they don't need your money. Simple as that. Hey, Raymond's in the building. Catch a whiff. Yeah, dog. Catch a whiff of promotion. Because, man, like, it's not on. I'm not going to say it's not on all the time. It's probably on, but it's not working all the time. And I mean, I can definitely say I can tell the difference. Like, I can definitely tell the difference. It's not as jarring as I thought. Like, on the Fold 2, when I would go from 120 hertz on the in screen to 60 on the out screen, that was jarring. Like, it was really, really jarring. Like almost gave me headaches a little bit because of the frame drop. But having the promotion and then it kind of not working, I guess is the correct word for it. It doesn't seem nearly as jarring. Like I kind of noticed it a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I mainly only see it in third-party applications. Yeah. And then like when I'm doing like a back swipe, like say for example in Twitter, when you go like if you click on a link to go to a web page and you open up like that little Twitter web browser or whatever, if you open that up and then you swipe the gesture to go back, I'd notice it there. Like it definitely looks a little stuttery there. But just like scrolling Twitter, I honestly don't notice it if it is being turned down there. When is that 13 Pro Max review? Oh, it's coming. Don't even worry about that, man. You already know, like with me, man, I like to take things slow in terms of like reviews and stuff, because I really like to not feel as though I'm like forced or pressured for time to try to get something out. Like I really want to take my time, but I'm working on the first impressions after a week. That'll probably drop Monday. I'm working on that now. Got to get that haircut so your boy can get that A-roll shot, because I ain't shooting no A-roll with this right now, man. I just can't do it. But but I'm working on that right now, and y'all already know how we do it, man. 3 pros, 3 cons. I already got the pros and the cons. I just need to get this cut so I can get that video shot and edited, bro, and get that to you guys on Monday for sure, man. 33 watts. Okay, that's dope. That's super, super dope. That's faster wireless charging than Samsung and Apple's wired charging, because Apple goes up to, I think it's 27 watts if you use the right charger. Some type of article came out, and I actually tested it out, and it is a lot faster. I have an not Anchor, the Spigen Arc station, I think it's called. It's like the 45 watt one. I have one of those. So I went and bought a USB-C to lightning cable, and I plugged it in. It definitely charges significantly faster. So I think the iPhone is at a max like 27 or 28 watts. The S21 Ultra is 25. So yeah, Google's wireless charging is going to be faster than their wired charging. That's actually pretty dope. What is it charging at with wired then? Because I'm expecting that wired charging will probably be faster than that. Google needs to make an ad where all these aunties and uncles keep asking, is that a Google iPhone? Then it just cuts to black. It's the new Pixel. Yo, Juan, that would be dope, bro. That would be dope. I've had people ask me before with the what is it? I forget which Pixel I had. I think it was the original Pixel. And like people kept asking me, like, is that the new iPhone? Is that the new iPhone? Is that the new iPhone? I'm like, bro, just because it's got the iPhone top and bottom chin doesn't mean that it's an iPhone. Like, good grief. Like, nah, man. It's a Pixel. It's the Pixel. I want the pink iPhone 13. Yo, go pick it up, Shay. Go pick it up. Do it. Do it. Okay, dope. See, watching it on the iPhone 11. So, okay, so it's not doing it on the iPhone 11. So I wonder when it comes to the display, what they changed. Because if it did it to you on the 12 and on the 13, like I wonder if they just tuned it and was like, we just don't care about this. You know what I mean? Like that's just crazy to me. It's crazy. Get that soul glow. Facts. You need that goatee to be. Hey, bro, I always get it. Everything trimmed up. I don't ever cut it though. I'm not cutting the beard no more. But in terms of like cut sides, all that stuff, I got to keep that clean. But absolutely not. I'm not cutting the beard, dog. It ain't happening. As long as the wifey don't mind it, I'm keeping it. Absolutely. I think it's not using 120 enough to ease the eye strain, and it's transitioning from 120 to lower isn't enough and causing headaches, as you mentioned. Yeah. And like I said, they definitely said that it's a bug, right? So I'm waiting to see whenever they fix that or whatever the case may be. That's when we can really judge battery life, and we'll really be able to judge ProMotion. I guess we say ProMotion versus 120 hertz on Android. I can fairly say though, I stand by my argument. I don't think that like scrolling, like when you scroll at 120 hertz on Android, it feels faster than scrolling at 120 hertz on the iPhone. Because even in apps that have 120 hertz activated, it doesn't scroll as fast as Android. But iOS as a whole has never scrolled as fast as Android, even when things were 60 hertz. So I'm not expecting for the scrolling to be automatically just faster because they added 120 hertz. I think that we'll really notice that ProMotion in terms of the smoothness and the fluidity, which iOS has always tried to get down packed in terms of, you know, how you operate it versus Android. Like it's always had the whole fluidity and smoothness above everything. Even when their animations were super, super slow, they were super, super slow and fluid. Or not slow, but super, super fluid and long. Their animations used to be extra long. Like in the iOS 7 days, oh my God, them animations were long. Those animations were so long and they took so long. I remember that. Oh, you're talking. I don't know why, but I thought you were talking about the Pro, the 11 Pro. My bad, Slang. My bad. I thought you were talking about the Pro. Oh, thanks. I got to go back to the LCD. That sucks. Yo, real talk. If I had that issue, bro, I probably just wouldn't use iPhones because LCD isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. Like LCD isn't bad, but I like OLED so much better, man. Like the extra color pop, the battery efficiency when using like dark mode and the black backgrounds and stuff like that. I just love that over LCD, man. So yeah, I probably wouldn't use an iPhone if I had that issue, to be honest with you. Like that would be a problem for me, like straight up. Samsung has never bothered me either, but the Z Fold 2 bothered me. Yo, it's so weird. I mean, maybe they just need to come up with like some type of standard in terms of like this is what we calibrate the display at to be able to get, you know, people not to have that motion sickness or the migraines or whatever the case may be. Like maybe there needs to be some type of standard. Because I know Zollotech was talking about it, and I don't think that the 13 Pro gives them the migraine. So I think just different people have it at different variations. But I think that they need to just come out with a standard. Like this is like how we currently have 120 hertz is the display refresh rate standard. You got displays that go higher, but 120 hertz is pretty much like the norm or the standard. So maybe we have some type of norm or something like that, yo. Seriously. Cause that sucks, bro. Like we're like where you can't enjoy a piece of tech because it's like bad for your health, kind of thing. Like that's kind of trash. Yo, LaShawn, for real, dog, no motion. Yo, LaShawn crazy, bro. I swear he be coming with him, dog, off the top, bro. Like how rappers like freestyle, he be freestyling the comebacks, dog. No motion, dog. No motion. The display issues with the 13 Pro has to deal with iOS 15 having bugs. The Apple Watch can't unlock. I saw that, and I'm super, super happy that mine does not have that issue. On my 13 Pro, I was able to use the unlock with Apple Watch, and with my 13 Pro Max, same thing. So, like I said, I'm just dodging these bugs and stuff like the Matrix, man. I mean, except for the promotion, obviously, but like all these other bugs that I'm saying, because people are showing videos on Twitter where like their whole screen on their 13 Pros is like flickering and like the keyboard is glitching out and all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm dodging this stuff like the plague. Like I hate to give like a good review because everybody else got so many issues, but my experience has been exactly what I expected. Like it's been reliable and it's been super stable for me, man. Like I haven't had any issues with my 13 Pro or my 13 Pro Max, like at all, bro. So I got no idea, man. Like I have no idea. Actually I take that back. I did have my nose itches because beard, but I did have one issue. Actually, I take that back with the 13 Pro with the camera. When I first took it out and was shooting, I don't know if like the algorithm needed time to kick in or something like that. But like the low light photos, I was out at for those who have ever been to Florida or been like to the Altamont area, but I was at Crane's Roost. And if you've ever been to Crane's Roost at night, they have like all of like the street lamps and it's nice and dimly lit, and you could go walk along like the little pier area, that kind of thing. So awesome place if you're trying to get like some low light shots for your smartphone comparisons. Barry's blah 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 blah. Barry's probably been there because I know Barry's here in Florida too. But yeah, man, like it's really dope if you want to go out there and get some nice low light shots. And at first, when I was taking shots, man, I'm like, dude, this 13 Pro was taking some, and I mean the photos were like kind of bad, dude. Like it was bad. So what I did was I went ahead and like saved them anyway because I was like, well, I don't want to delete them and redo them and then get the same result. I want to make sure it's even across the playing field versus the 12 Pro Max. So I did a whole loop around Crane's Roost, came back and took the same pictures, same exact spot, and they came out 100% crispy and better in what I actually expected. So I was like, that's kind of weird to me. I don't know about that, but it kind of fixed itself kind of thing. I was looking at something on Twitter. Mr. Who's the Boss was getting some flack today because a lot of people were saying or talking trash that his Vivo X70 Pro Plus. There we go. That his Vivo video was sponsored. But I mean, I just kind of side railing real quick. But I didn't have a problem with his video. I watched his video. I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, he said it in the beginning. This is a sponsored video. This is not a review. And he was going over, I think it was like 10 of his favorite features of the phone. And I mean, I thought it was pretty dope. Mr. Who's the Boss has a really big reach. So get that phone some additional coverage that a lot of people, like a lot of people probably wouldn't have seen it or wouldn't know about the device. So give it some extra coverage, man. It's not like he bashed the phone or said it was bad or anything. Dude, he was against the iPhone's camera. He was bashing the iPhone's camera in that video. And in his other video about the iPhone, he was really I'm not gonna say he was bashing it. He likes the iPhone 13 Pro Max's camera. At least that's what he stated in his video. But when he compared it to the Vivo, he felt like the Vivo did a better job. So like he gave it really, really good praise. And people were jumping down his throat about it being sponsored. I mean, as long as he says this is not a review and he kind of discloses that information as far as what's going on, I don't necessarily see a problem with it. It's literally a certified ad. Like, just know that going in. I use my phones too much at night to go, exclusively LCD. That's how I am too, Barry. Seriously. Like, I'm in bed with my phone, and that's another reason why I wanted the Max too. Bigger screen for when I'm laying in bed. I don't have to have the iPad or whatever. Record the 13 Pro screen with a white background and slow-mo. Oh, and you'll see okay, so that's how people are seeing it. Okay, got you. I think the 13S will be any better. I mean, they'll always be better, man. I mean, it's always tough for me when it comes to like iPhone upgrades because obviously Apple takes the slow approach with pretty much everything when it comes to tech. So it's always going to seem like they're behind, even though quick point I had to check, dude. He's like, oh, Android phones have had 120 hertz forever. And I'm like, they have. But LTPO, the actual adaptive, meaning not 120 and 60, but 120 and anything below that. Adaptive LTPO came out last year with Note 20 Ultra and Fold 2. He's like, no, they've had it forever. I'm like, bro, go. I'm like, no. Look it up. I linked him an article. He was like, oh, I missed that you were talking LTPO. I put LTPO in all caps. I was like, all right, bro, sure. But yeah, so, I mean, it seemed like this year is the year where all manufacturers started using LTPO across the board. And I mean, I do know that, well, obviously I don't know for sure because nobody knows but Apple. But I always had the assumption that they were waiting for LTPO because battery. But hopefully they can optimize it, man. Figure that whole thing out. Yo, Galen, what's good, my guy? What's going on with you, dog? Nah, hey, like I said, always the replay squad, bro. Always replay squad, because I be having to catch some replays too, man. Ain't no big thing. 12 Pro Max was way worse. Or 12 Pro Max was worse for me. Literally a headache every day. This is better, but every other day isn't cutting it. 11 Pro Max, I was able to use for a year. That's so weird. Like, I wonder if when they fix the promotion and the whole update, if it'll get better for you. I'm just curious. Like, I have no idea if refresh rate. I think let me scroll back because I'm about to say the wrong person. Days, there we go. Yeah, I know Days was saying something about the refresh rate kind of can be tied to that. So that could be it. Hey, Altamont Springs, my old stomping grounds. LaShawn used to be a goon in Altamont, man. Hey, Neo in the Matrix, I see. Hey, I am lucky, bro. Hey, 4-leaf clover strapped to the chest, bro, all day. I love that area. Live right. I get my hair cut right over in Winter Park, Slang. Right over in Winter Park on Morse Road, where the Valencia, I think it is. It's like right in that little area is where I get my hair cut at, bro. I had to do that. Hey, see, exactly, Slang. He said it like that was literally like the first thing that he said in the video. Like the first thing he said. This is a sponsored video. This is not a review. And people were still jumping down his throat. I'm like, bro, what do you like? Can he not cover the cover the phone? Like, come on, bro. Like let that man get his bag, bro. Like, let him get his bag for that. and all he had to do was talk about his 10 favorite features. Yo, give me the bag. I'll talk about my 10 favorite features of that phone too, and just let people know this is a sponsored video. So if you're looking for a review, this ain't it, you know? And it's not like you didn't have other content creators who didn't have the phone. Juan had the phone. Tal, she's a really dope content creator too. Tal, she had the phone too, and they both put out great coverage. Great coverage on it, man. Great coverage. Hey, boys, the go. Yo, Galen stay trying to hype me up, man. I be trying to stay grounded, bro. Plus, the wifey, she never let me get too big in the head. But I always try to stay grounded, man. Galen be hyping this boy up. He be hyping me up, man. But nah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm just chilling. Oh, okay, so you're saying you use plenty of Samsung OLEDs at 120 hertz with no issues. Yeah, it's probably just Apple tuning their stuff crappy. Well, for in that regard, just tuning it crappily. Is crappily a word? Crappily? We'll say crappily. Mr. Who's the Boss and MKBHD are the biggest tech channels on the platform. Okay, see, I didn't even know Mr. Who's the Boss was that high up. I know MKBHD is, obviously. But yeah, man, like Aaron, he has a huge reach, bro. He makes some pretty dope content. Like, his battery comparison video he did was super dope. The video he did on the Vivo, super dope as well. I enjoyed it. No issues, to be honest. As long as you disclaim it, I got no issues. Now, if it's sponsored and you try to pass it off as a review, then that's a whole different, kind of ethics thing that I don't even need to get into. I'm pretty sure everybody's against that. It needs to be bracket to say sponsored. I think he put it in the description though. I'm pretty sure he said it at the beginning of the video and he put it in his description. Like, I mean, you want this man to literally put up a big block of words in his video the whole time where you don't even see the phone. All you see is this video is sponsored. Like, come on, like cut that man some slack, man. Rest in peace to iPhones having an S in their name. I actually see this is the thing. Like, a lot of people said this is an S upgrade, and they were kind of saying it in a negative connotation. But in my opinion, man, the S's, I don't want to say that. Some of our best iPhones we've ever gotten have been like S upgrades, like have been like the S upgrade. Because I like to think of this as the complete and utter definition of S upgrade. Like, this is the complete definition of what an S upgrade is supposed to be. It is literally a 12 Pro Max that is 100% polished, 100% refined. Like, that's exactly what this is. So if you love the 12 Pro Max, you don't need to go and get the 13 Pro. But if you're crazy and you love to spend your money like Ike and you go and get a 13 Pro, you're going to love it because it's literally what you liked about the 12 Pro. And they literally just improved pretty much everything across the board. That was like the biggest issues, the inconsistency with the cameras, because that was big. Inconsistency with the cameras, the battery life thus far, smaller notch, faster chip is a blow to hoopla, whatever. And promotion. Like, they literally, this, in my opinion, is what an S upgrade should be. Every S upgrade. Like, it is a definition of like refined and polished. Don't videos say pay promotion up top left corner? Yeah, and I think his video said that. I want to say I'm like 99% sure his video said something about sponsored at the top, and he said it in the video, and it's in his description. So I don't know why people were losing their crap about it. It's not consistent LTPO either. OnePlus goes down to 1 hertz on the 9 Pros. Samsung goes down to 10 hertz on the newest devices. But it doesn't seem that Samsung actually lowered. That's what I was noticing a lot of people talking about that. And that's always been my experience too. Like, my whole opinion on adapter, and I already knew that Apple was going to do it this way. I know a lot of people didn't. I knew when they say adaptive, if you're scrolling something in particular, it's not always going to be at 120 hertz. Like, I can say on like my Fold or on my S21 Ultra, anytime I'm scrolling something, anytime I do an animation, I've even done the whole show the refresh rate in the top left in Android, the little developer option menu. It is literally always at 120 hertz, literally. And then I've turned that feature on as well. And I've watched a YouTube video and I've seen it drop to 60 and stay at 60. I'm watching a 30 frames per second video or a 24 frames per second video, and it's still at 60. That's not good for your battery life. So when it came to how Apple's doing promotion, I'm not saying it's better. I think it's just two different implementations. Both have their pros, both have their cons. The way that Samsung is doing it or Android manufacturers do it is great if every time you touch the device, you want it to be 100% silky smooth, that same 120 hertz all the time. Con to that, you're going to use more battery because you're using 120 hertz more often. On the Apple side, biggest pro is you're going to have that. You're going to save a lot in terms of battery life because you don't need to have 120 hertz on at every touch of the device. It's okay to have 90. It's okay to have 100. It's okay to have 110. You don't always need 120. 120 originally came out for like drawing and games originally, like on the iPad. So like I said, I get people trying to compare it, but it's literally the same case of iOS versus Android. Two different implementations on how a mobile operating system should be in those manufacturers' eyes. Pick which one you like and keep it moving. If you want your screen to always fill at 120 hertz, go pick up, one of the Android manufacturers' implementations. If you want it to be more, I'll say, adaptive and truly like dynamically changing, Apple's implementation is there. You're going to save on battery, but you're not going to have that same 120 hertz feeling every time you touch the device. It's just pick your poison. He said it at the beginning, and he said, "Yeah, that's literally what I said, Galen." He literally said at the beginning, "This is just my 10 favorite features." The S upgrades were always my favorite because they were like literally refined, polished. The only one I didn't like was the 4S to the 4, because from what I remember, we literally only got better cameras and Siri. I think is the only two things that we got. And the iPhone 4 was such a drastic, like that, in my opinion, is like how we call like upgrade cycles, super cycles now. That was a super cycle back at that time. Because the iPhone 4, that iPhone 4, man, when that dropped, oh my goodness, bro. That thing was that was something else. I had never seen anything like that phone. Period. I had never seen anything like that. I wonder if the difference in animations and transition smoothness could be because Apple's animations is definitely like their transition animations definitely, even on 120 hertz, definitely feel smoother than they do on my S21 Ultra or my Fold. But when it comes to like scrolling and stuff like that, my S21 Ultra and my Fold definitely do feel faster in that regard. 5S was one of my favorite ones too. 6S Plus. 6S Plus is funny. 6S Plus is the only iPhone I've never owned. I've owned every single other iPhone from the original all the way up into 6S Plus and 11 Pro. When 6S Plus and 11 Pro. Like when we're talking about like the flagship iPhone models, like the Pros, Maxes, Pluses, because I'd never really messed with like the iPhone 11 or the iPhone 8. I never messed with those. I went right for the best of the best for the most part. 6S Plus and the 11 Pro are the only iPhones that I've never owned. I've owned every other one, for better or for worse. For better or for worse, man. Only bad S year was 10S Max. Battery life was pretty trash and performance issues. I think I did have some performance issues, but I was so happy to have a Max-sized phone with that 10 design, because iPhone 10 is probably still like one of my favorite iPhones that ever came out, in all honesty. Like that's probably, I would probably say it's a tie between the 4 and that, because the iPhone 4 is my favorite iPhone of all time. Like that is my favorite. Like people like the 5, I like the 4. The 4 is my favorite iPhone of all time. The 10 is a pretty close second, just because of how drastic of a change it actually was. But I remember the 10S Max though. I was really happy to get that bigger display and bigger battery in that form factor. That was dope. That was dope. I think it's the refresh rate itself and not the animate. Yeah, like it's so hard to pinpoint, man. Like it's just so hard to pinpoint. Shay said I had the iPhone 6S rose gold. Rose gold was a pretty cool color. My girlfriend at the time had a rose gold 6S and she loved it. Fold 3 is the smoothest and best 120 hertz I've ever used. Hey, Slang said it right there, bro. Y'all heard it there first. I don't get how my Fold says adaptive, but always seems to be locked. Just like previous versions, it only drops in videos, but not adjusting the scrolling speed, which I was hoping for. See how you're seeing adaptive, Mike, is how I was seeing adaptive as well. Like adaptive, in my opinion, is supposed to be forever dynamic. When I'm using, say, like an S20, like my S21 Ultra or my Fold, it definitely feels like I'm at 120 hertz all the time. And then like if I'm watching a video or I'm just stationary, it'll drop to either 60, and the lowest I've seen it drop is 30. Other than that, it's at 120 hertz all the time, which sounds amazing. Like that sounds amazing. Anytime I touch my phone, it's gonna be blistering fast at 120 hertz. But it's like when you look at that battery life, that's when you're gonna be like, yo. Because I could say that might be the reason why so many different people have so many different variations when it comes to battery life. That and Samsung's other optimization issues, but that could be a big part of it. Because I can say like some people that I talk to regularly on Twitter, they're saying that they're getting like 9.5 hours of screen on time on an S21 Ultra. I've never gotten that high of a screen on time, yo. Never. The highest I've ever gotten, like ever recorded, was 8.5 hours of screen on time. And the way for me to get that 8.5 hours of screen on time, I had to do the little battery power saving mode glitch where you go into the settings, you change it, then you go to low power mode, then you switch back without going home, and then you turn back on 120 hertz. Pretty much, it's literally like a way to cheat the system. And I think Samsung patched it on their latest phones, like the Fold 3. You can't do it, I don't think. The S21 Ultra, I don't think I could do it either. But like you have to have on power saving mode in order to get that kind of battery life, which to me defeats the whole purpose. Like I shouldn't have to go in and fiddle with settings. And I mean, like when I say I've really had to dig into the settings, I had to set up Bixby routines to turn off NFC and turn off Wi-Fi and turn off this when I'm not using it and lower my brightness here when I get home. Like on a Pixel and on my iPhone, I never have to do any of that. I never have to do any of that to get good battery life. I don't have to do it at all. Even on my 12 Pro Max, I never had to do any type of like battery saving modes or changing how things sync or any of that stuff. It literally was pull the phone out the box, set up all my applications, and I'm out. Literally. That and my Pixel, I set those up the same exact way. But Samsung, I got to take those extra steps here and there, man. You need to use GPU watch, not that dev option, because that is only showing max frames per second and not what is being used in real time. Okay, that's always been weird to me. Days, because I always see it go low. It doesn't just stay at 120 hertz all the time. Like if I'm watching a YouTube video, it'll show 60 hertz sometimes, even when I'm not watching a 60 frames per second video. I've seen it drop to 30, but when I'm like, but pretty much what. Words is hard. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is when it comes to like that adaptive, I'm expecting anywhere from 0 or from 10, which is advertised, anywhere from 10 to 120, meaning I could see 24, I could see 30, I could see 60, I could see 80, I could see 95, I could see 110. Like in my opinion, 120 hertz on Android devices right now aren't like super dynamically controlled that way. Whereas Apple's, I can definitely feel the difference when I'm doing something at 120 hertz and when it's at that 90 hertz. Now, when it's at 90, well, I don't know for sure if it's 90, but when it's at that lower than 120 hertz, it still feels butter. Like it still feels beast. I just know it's not at, I just know for a fact it's not at 120 hertz. Oh man, I gotta close the stream down, y'all. Oh my God. This man just, he been torturing me like crazy, man. He done sent me some real mean and hateful DMs. Now, let me stop for people really go try to talk trash to MKBHD, man. Yo, MKBHD, man, I'm glad that you can stop past the stream, bro. Go to that setting you're talking about. It said frames per second display on screen isn't real time. So that's, yeah, we just talked about this. But yeah, it's like I get what you're saying when it's saying it's not in real time, but I'm seeing it change in real time. Like I leave it on, go to like YouTube, and I see 30 or I see 24. So I see it changing. If I just sit there on the screen, I see it go down to 60. So it's changing something. Like I said, you might be right, but it's definitely changing something. The 6S, the small version, was my first iPhone because I wanted a small phone. The Nexus 6, man, woo, that's a goodie right there. That Nexus 6 was dope. Trash battery life, but absolutely fire, man. I still have my iPhone 4. Still works. Have to charge it with my, because the 30-pin connector. I love the iPhone 4, dude. Like I remember, like I don't know for those who have ever like who've done college or even like do like financial aid, but when you get like the refund back from financial aid, I took a whole refund. I'm not proud of this. I took a whole refund of my financial aid money and got an iPhone 4 completely unlocked straight up from Apple, man. I was so hyped. I was so hyped. iPhone 4 is the GOAT. iPhone 10 is the GOAT. It's the second GOAT. My first iPhone was the 4. And the 10 was the third iPhone. Oh, okay, dope. Yeah, man. iPhone 4 is definitely the GOAT for me, dog. Curious as to what this P OLED 120 hertz would be like. Oh yeah, facts. So it is supposed to be P OLED, right? In terms of like actual differences, I heard that it's literally just like the display supposedly isn't as durable as what Samsung has with their OLED panels. I don't know if there's any truth to that. But that's the only thing I heard, man. As long as the display looks good, man, I ain't even tripping, dog. Seriously. But I'm going to finish out these comments, guys, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this joint up. Got to go ahead and relieve the wifey of babies so I can cuddle with the babies. It was either, I think it was the 2XL. Whichever one had all of like the little display issues, and you had to get the... Yes, it was the 2. It was the 2, Mike. Because the bigger, the 2XL was the LG P OLED, and the smaller one was the Samsung one. The Samsung was the OLED one. Yo, Slang, bro. Good night, bro. Good night. I see you down there. Good night, man. Take it easy. But yeah, the 2XL, the bigger one was the LG one, and the smaller one, the smaller 2 was the Samsung one. So a lot of people were returning their 2s and getting the smaller one, because the actual display was supposedly trash. Hey, no problem, Tech Love Mama. Have a good night. We pretty much wrapping up here anyway. And thanks so much again for the congratulations, yo. I have an LG G8, and it's definitely nice. One of the densest displays at the time as far as PPI. Yeah, man. I didn't use the LG G8. The last LG phone I personally used, it's been a while. I'm gonna say like the LG G3. Like it's been a minute since I used the LG phone, man. That just goes to tell y'all. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. I'm still sad to see them go, man. Competition is always good. Even though I wasn't buying their devices, I'm keeping it real. But competition is always good, though. iPhone 10 is a great iPhone to where I'll buy it again. Dang, I don't think I'll buy one again. It's a little too small, but, dope. Once again, congratulations, creator. I should be hearing from the sponsor soon. Uh-oh. Hope you enjoy the popcorn. Hey, I got to check out what y'all talking about, because I don't know what we talking about. Hold up. Put some Monaco. But I feel the... Hold on, my bad. Oh, I don't have my cup. I got you, though. Hold on. Pinky in the air. I feel the quality of this stream was worthy of this channel being awarded Creator of the Month. Well done, good chap. Well done indeed. Did I do that justice at all? I probably messed it up, but it is what it is. Seriously. But yeah, y'all, man. Y'all are way too much, man. I can see you loving the V60. Dude, I kind of want to buy a V60 just to play around with it. Like, I heard that they go for like $100, $200. But if I get one, I want the dual displays, or I don't want it at all. Give me the dual displays. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there, man. Real quick, man, like I said, appreciate y'all to the fullest, man. Y'all are absolutely fantastic. Yeah, Juan said I killed it. All right, dope. But yeah, man, like I said, I absolutely appreciate every last one of y'all, man, for checking out the live streams, engaging with me in the comment section. Like everybody, you know, tries to gas me up and, you know, like, oh, you're doing a great job, you're killing it. And I mean, only thing I'm just staying consistent with putting out content is really all I'm doing. But for real, y'all are what make me want to put out content. Like the engagement, people talking, people liking it or whatever. Like not even just liking it, even giving me the feedback, because people give me feedback, criticism. I've even got some hate here and there. It is what it is. But just having an outlet so that I can get out this love and passion that I have for tech, just to get it out there, man. Like it's a blessing. It truly is, man. So like I said, I'm super grateful and glad that you guys are enjoying yourselves on the channel, man. Definitely more to come. Y'all already know how I do. The grind never stops, man, no matter what's going on. But again, man, as always, it's Ike's Tech Talk. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Stay tuned for the video tomorrow. Got the first of the case journey for the iPhone 13 Pro. So definitely look forward to that, guys. But take it easy. Have a good night, everybody.